What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the titles going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Definitely wild. Wild news. Definitely wild news. I actually was watching some basketball. A lot of y'all don't watch, a lot of sports and this, that, and the other. I know, but me personally, I grew up with basketball, so I was watching it. My dad hit me up, and he sent me a picture. I'm like, what is this? I did not know any of that happened. I was actually editing my other videos that I dropped last night, and he ended up showing me, and I was for real. I was confused. I'm not gonna lie, I was real confused. I was confused on a number of things. The first thing that went to my head, and I know it's 2026, with a lot going on, but my first question is, who did it? And then it followed with, how did he even get in? What happened with the whole thing? We about to get into that, though. We about to get into that and see what's going on. Says here, the massive crowd at the White House Correspondents' Dinner for President Trump's speech is absolutely packed. So it was packed. Y'all see here.
Someone who has been here for many of these events, this is the most crowded I've ever seen it. There is so much more interest this year because President Trump has never showed up here as president, and frankly, because he has demonized the media, because he has gone on the warpath against news outlets like CNN, because he has called journalists piggy and so many other nasty names. He has also defunded PBS and NPR. He has dismantled Voice of America. But at the same time, as Caroline Levitt just loves to point out, he is incredibly accessible, and he desperately wants the media's attention. It sounds like we're going to hear all of that. We're going to hear criticism and much more from the president later this evening.
So, of course, it's definitely, in a sense, a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot that I'm hearing, when it comes down and seeing on the internet. A lot of people got a lot to say. Like I said, it's a lot of people that's at this dinner. A lot of important people at that. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm already knowing, pretty wild. This right here, President Trump actually posted this. This is the exact moment, the shooter actually came in.
It looked like he checked it
So
twice.
Lieutenant Hudson, any monitoring this there?
I wonder why it skipped like this, though. Y'all see how they glitched up? Maybe it's just the video, like, maybe it's like this because of the camera, but, like, ain't that a little weird? See how I just skipped? Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
Lieutenant Hudson, any monitoring this there?
Here it comes.
Bro, it look like dude came from thin air, though. I see where he is. So it looked like it's like a table in the back. If y'all watch this video, it looked like it's like a table or something in the back that he came up under. So he came up under something and he started running towards right here. And I think this is where he shot it, if I'm not mistaken. Because you see something like orange. Maybe not. I don't know.
Shall I post it as soon as he passed down that?
But you see it here. Definitely wild. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely wild. Y'all can go check that out. It's literally everywhere. So I'm sure y'all can go see it somewhere. This is Cole Allen, a teacher from California, of course. Doesn't surprise me when it comes down to it. Of being from California. Kamala and Gavin, what do y'all got to say? What's going on? What is going on? Not gonna lie. This is Cole Allen, though. You got it right here, and I want to show this as well. This is, you already know, Judge, speaking on, what happened last night as well as the gunman.
It is clear, based upon what we know so far, that this individual was intent on doing as much harm and as much damage as he could. And thankfully, because of the checkpoint right outside the ballroom, where thousands of people were situated to hear the President of the United States, because that checkpoint worked, there was no one who was injured when it was clear where this defendant was going. It is,
and one thing about it, you can definitely tell that he was, seeing how I'm pretty sure he brought, and I don't want to lie and say it, but he brought a lot of things. He brought a lot of things, and it's definitely crazy, you know, on what it is. I'm pretty sure I have, you know, what after this clip I'm gonna show y'all. I want to show y'all this clip though. This is a new video of law enforcement literally yelling and saying that they have one down. So y'all check it out right here.
what the
Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? Upstairs, left, down the stairs. Where? Where's it coming from? Over there. Where's it coming from? Watch your crossfire! Look out!
Bro, somebody go.
We got one down. Jim!
What the?
We got the National Guard coming in.
Oh my God!
Stay down, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, stay down. Where's that at? Inside, we're not inside.
So it looks like they got him right here. They're pretty close. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they got him right here, and they're close. I don't know if this is actually the suspect or the Secret Service agent they said that did get shot. That Secret Service agent is alive. I'm definitely, I know, as well as y'all thankful for that. Hit his bulletproof vest. So one thing about it, they work. Got it right here. The Washington, D.C. police chief confirms shooter was armed with multiple weapons, including a shotgun, handgun, and several knives. And he got taken down. Check it out right here.
Detail for the Correspondence Center. As the mayor mentioned, at approximately 8:36 tonight, an individual charged a U.S. Secret Service checkpoint here in the lobby area of the hotel. He was armed with a shotgun, a handgun, and multiple knives. As he ran through that checkpoint, members of law enforcement from the United States Secret Service intercepted that individual. This is a very preliminary investigation at this point. We do know that law enforcement exchanged gunfire with the individual. We do know that a U.S. Secret Service uniformed division officer was struck in his vest. He was transported to a local hospital for treatment. He seems to be in good spirits at this time. The suspect in this case, he was not struck by gunfire. However, he was transported to a local hospital to be evaluated. Detail.
So the thing is like, I wonder though. I definitely wonder, like, how everything went, because I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I know with the knives too. I wanted to ask about that. Like, what was he doing? Like, he had to really go in there. What I'm trying to figure out. I know one thing about it. I'm not trying to be that person. Y'all know me. I don't like going too deep into things. I don't do that. But what I would like to know is how in the world did, like, the security had to be lacking. I truly feel that way. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I truly feel like the security had to be lacking to even get that far. I don't know. I find it pretty crazy, and I can't wait till more comes out, about this. This is the attempted assassin. It's 31 Cole Thomas Allen. from California who made $25 via ActBlue on October 13th, 2024 for Kamala Harris. It's no surprise whatsoever when it comes down to this. You have so many people that, it's always, and y'all know the first thing somebody said, I promise y'all, as soon as my father sent me that message, I got on X and the first thing I see was somebody saying that this person was white and probably a Trump supporter. Ain't that crazy? I'm just saying, like, ain't that wild? Truly. Then you have Kamala Harris. Listen to what Kamala Harris said. This is exactly why I say all the time that they do, when it comes to the left, they say little things. They'll say little things that'll trigger a lot of people. And I don't want people to, and people going to say, well, maybe Recklezz, you're over-exaggerating a little bit. I don't feel like I am at all. Because the left will say some stuff, and literally, I promise y'all, will say some stuff, and a person already fired up, they're doing these things. How many attempts is this on President Trump? So that literally goes to show you that they have to watch. They have to watch what they say. And the thing is that they're to blame for the things that they say. Check out what Kamala says here.
Now, you may have heard that there's another dinner happening tonight. It's called the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where they're raising a glass to Donald Trump. Well, trust me, Arkansas, you throw a much better party.
And I know y'all probably like, well, Recklezz, she ain't really say something. Trust and believe. I'm not going to lie. I promise y'all, I'm not going to lie. The things that they say and the things that they do, trust and believe. Like I said, I don't try to go too deep on a lot of things, but trust me, a lot of the stuff is very, very odd to me on what's going on, what they're allowing. That's just like within the security and the stuff going on. I find a lot of that weird and odd to me. I don't know about y'all, but that's something that's very, very odd to just have a person even get that close. Y'all know for a fact, even if like getting onto those grounds, like even the streets, even that, and they're saying that supposedly he was a guest. I don't know how true that is, but they're saying that he's a guest. Not only that, I don't know why I put this clip in here, but I just wanted to show y'all just how insane. You got Kamala Harris literally saying that she might run for president again, bro. Like, why?
Will you run again?
I haven't decided.
You're still thinking about it.
I might.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I closed the book and I'm like, oh, she wants to. She's just thinking about it. If that was my impression. I don't know if that's what you intended, but that was my impression.
No, the book is about a specific period in time. There was no agenda.
I'm going to tell y'all right now. Kamala being president is a no-go. I know how I don't want to be one of those people that, obviously, you have so many people saying, oh, well, I'm moving country because Donald Trump is the president. Kamala Harris, I'm not going to lie. I'll have to figure out something. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't even trying to be that person though. I feel like it's really important to I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's just, and I ain't trying to run away or nothing. It's just, I'm gonna say it like this. They would really have to do something in order for Kamala to be president, because I truly feel as if that was something that was rushed because a lot of people didn't understand Trump and didn't like Trump. But I feel like so many people have left the Democratic Party to understand what's going on within the right. And they're starting to see, and realize what's truly going on. So I feel like there's a lot of people that's on the left that's looking at the simple fact, well, we might do real good, in 28. Not even knowing that It may look like that, but I don't feel like it's going to go that way. I truly feel like whoever tries to be is going to be worse, than obviously the election with Kamala Harris and Trump. I truly feel like that. Me personally. I feel like JD Vance is, next up. I'm not going to lie. Me personally, I don't know about y'all, but, y'all let me know. This is what I'm talking about. You literally have protesters, were caught on camera, holding signs reading, death to all of them, outside the Washington Hilton, right after the shooting at the White House dinner. Not gonna lie. Crazy. It's definitely crazy and it's definitely sad. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't understand why people, do this and even support this. You know what I mean? It's truly insane to me. But hey, guess it is what it is. It's only so much. I mean, you have it right here as well. Protesters waving, death to tyrants, signs outside, the dinner. Then shots rang out. I'm telling y'all, bro. It's very, very weird. Very, very weird. When it comes down to the Secret Service, the FBI, they got to get on top of it, man. They got to get on top of it because I feel like it definitely goes deeper within it. How did he get this far? I know some more stuff is going to come. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Then you got Hakeem Jeffries here, before I end this video, says, thankful for the swift law enforcement action to protect everyone from gunfire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Praying for the safety of those who may remain in harm's way. The violence and the chaos in America must end. It must end. He's definitely correct. And I agree. I truly agree. But what I don't agree with is that how are you going to promote it, and talk about it and sit there and say this and say that and speak and incite violence, but then say something like this? Come on now. They got to make it make sense. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.